Hi, Little Red Riding Hood. How are you?
I'm fine.
Great. So you're gonna read Red Riding Hood?
And it's retold and illustrated by James Marshall.
Good. So you're gonna read that book for Halloween?
Yes?
Great. So go ahead and read the book title.
Red Riding Hood. Told and illustrated by James Marshall. A long time ago, in a simple cottage beside the deep dark woods, there lived a pretty child called Red Riding Hood. She was kind and considerate, and everybody loved her. One afternoon, Red Riding Hood's mother called to her. "Granny's not feeling up to snuff today," she said, "so I have baked her favorite custard as a little surprise. Be a good girl and take it to her, will you?" Red Riding Hood was delighted. She loved going to Granny's, even thought it meant crossing the deep dark woods. When the custard had cooled, Red Riding Hood's mother wrapped it up and put it in a basket. "Now whatever you do," she said, "go straight to Granny's. Do not tarry, do not speak to any strangers." "Yes, Mama," said Red Riding Hood. Before long, she was in the deepest part of the woods. "Ooh," she said, "this is scary." Suddenly, a large wolf appeared. "Good afternoon, my dear," he said. "Care to stop for a little chat?" "Oh, gracious me," said Red Riding Hood. "Mama said not to speak to any strangers." But the wolf had such charming manners. "And where are you going, sweet thing?" he said. "I am on my way to visit Granny, who lives in the pretty yellow house on the other side of the woods," said Red Riding Hood. She is feeling poorly, and I'm taking her a surprise." You don't say," said the wolf. Just then he had a delightful idea. "No reason why I can't eat them both," he thought. "Allow me to escort you," he said. "You never know what might be lurking about." "You are too kind," said Red Riding Hood. Beyond the forest, they came to a patch of sunflowers. "Why not pick a few?" suggested the wolf. "Grannies love flowers, you know." But while Red Riding Hood was picking a pretty bouquet, the clever wolf hurried on ahead to Granny's house. "Who is it?" called out Granny. "It is I, your delicious granddaughter," said the wolf in a high voice. "The door is unlocked," said Granny. "Surprise!" cried the wolf. Granny was furious at having her reading impertinent. Get out of here, you horrid thing, cried Granny.
We read that page one more time.
Surprise, cried the wolf. Granny was furious at having her reading impertinent. Get out of here, you horrid thing, she cried. But the wolf gobbled her right up. He did not even bother to chew. Tasty, he said, patting his belly. So tasty. Just then he heard footsteps on the garden path. Here comes dessert. And losing no time, he put on Granny's cap and glasses, jumped into bed, and pulled up the covers. Who was it? He called out in his sweetest Granny voice. It is I, your little granddaughter, said Red Riding Hood. The doors are locked, said the wolf. Red Riding Hood was distressed at seeing her grandmother so changed. Why, Granny, she said, what big eyes you have. The better to see you, my dear, said the wolf. And Granny, what long arms you have. The better to hug you up, my dear, said the wolf. And Granny, what big teeth you have. The better to eat you, my dear, cried the wolf. And he gobbled her right up. I'm so wicked, he said, so wicked. But really he was enormously pleased with himself. Having meal, he was soon snoring away. A hunter passing by was alarmed by the frightful racket. That does not sound like Granny, he said. And so the brave hunter jumped in the window, killed the sleeping wolf, and cut him open. Out jumped Granny and Red Riding Hood. We are very grateful. That wicked wolf will not trouble you again, said the hunter. It is so dark in there, I cannot read a word, said Granny. Red Riding Hood is promised never ever to speak to another stranger, charming manners or not. And she never did.
Great job, Haymaa. Red Riding Hood, thank you for reading that book.
And now this is the back cover.
Good. So what was the book title you just read?
Red Riding Hood.
Who was the author?
Retold and illustrated by James Marshall.
Great job. What does an author do?
He wrote a book.
And what does the word illustrated mean?
Illustrated means when somebody take the picture of a camera or draw the picture in the book.
Great job. And what reread mean?
Read before?
Yes, great. So what was your favorite part in that story?
My favorite part when Red Riding Hood is promised never ever to speak to another stranger anymore.
Good, that's nice.
What's your favorite part of this book?
My favorite part when the wolf pretend to be Granny.
Yeah, that was funny too.
Yes, so you like that book? You enjoy read it?
Yes.
And who was the character in that book?
Red Riding Hood, Red Riding Hood's mother, the wolf, and the hunter.
Great. So, in that book, did the wolf trick Red Riding Hood?
Yeah.
What he told her?
Pick a few sunflowers, said the wolf. And while Red Riding Hood putting the sun a pretty bouquet, the wolf hurried on to Granny's house.
Yes, great job for reading that book. So you read that book for Halloween, right?
Yes.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween.
And you look pretty, little Red. You look so cute in your costume.
Thanks.
Great job! So you can turn the book over,
The front page.
hold it up, and turn it. Great, that's Red Riding Hood, retold by James Marshall, right? And illustrated too. Okay, so you have a great Halloween. I love you. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Bye, Red.
Bye.
Have fun.
Okay.
Be careful with the wolf.
Okay, I will. Down.
Bye.
Bye.